Theobromine. So check this out. A couple years ago, I think I got into Theobromine via like watching a Tim Ferriss video and watch him talk about yerba mate, which has theobromine. It's like one of the yerba mate is this drink based on this plant that's found in Brazil that people drink a lot in South America, and I guess kind of increasingly so, a little more prevalent here in America. That has a couple things in it. A little bit of caffeine. It's in the xanthine class, but it has this compound called theobromine in it, which has a similar mechanism of action to caffeine in that it binds to adenosine receptors, blocking the action of adenosine, the neurotransmitter in your brain, and thus promoting wakefulness the same way that caffeine does. So I tried it a couple years ago. I really don't like the taste of tea. I don't like what it does to my mouth. It makes it feel dry. It really doesn't, I don't enjoy it. I much rather drink coffee. I mean, it's just like the Java chocolatey taste of a good coffee, especially if you've got like some good milk in there, or if you're doing like cold brewed coffee, something I've been doing lately before I cycled off of coffee this time around, which made me go to theobromine, is quite awesome. And so that's theobromine. It is a chemical similar to caffeine in its mechanisms of action in your brain, and I entered back into the world of experimenting with theobromine via cycling off of caffeine, because I do that a couple times a year for various reasons. So I was looking for an alternative that's not nootropic. It's not like typical nootropics. I didn't want to take modafinil. Sure, I could take Cortex and get a great effect, but I'm looking to do new things all the time, right? So I bought a bag of theobromine, 10-gram bag from Powder City, which, by the way, was remarkably cheap. I mean, I think I paid $5 for this 10-gram bag, and it's like I still have a lot of it, and it's going to last me quite some time because I dose it sublingually, which we're going to talk about. Oh, let's just talk about that now. Dose on theobromine powder, wherever you get it. You can get it from Amazon, you can get it from Powder City, you can get it from a lot of places. The dose is supposed to be 500 milligrams, but just like most things, like listed on examine.com as the minimum effective dose at 500 milligrams for CDP choline or 1,000 milligrams, for uridine monophosphate, all that stuff is remarkably high compared to what actually is the minimum effective dose for most people. So that's always been the case for me. All the super high doses or the recommended doses are far too much for me. It's way too much with modafinil, it's way too much with adrafinil, it's way too much for CDP choline, way too much for alpha GPC. And I think it's like that for a lot of other people too. No surprise, right? So instead of taking 500 milligrams, what I did is took 200 milligrams orally, and then later in continued experimentation, I took 100 milligrams sublingually and got the same response, which was pretty epic. So here's how it affects me. The onset is, it's about 15 minutes after I administer the compound, I start to feel its effects. It's wakefulness promoting, so I start to feel a lot more awake. It gives me energy like caffeine does, just not as harsh. It's not like caffeine kind of just takes a hold of your brain, and it's very, very potent. It's potent, and you're aware of it, and it's sort of heavy. Theobromine does the same thing, improves mental energy in these areas, and improves speed of processing like caffeine does, but it just doesn't feel as heavy. The brain feels clear, the brain feels light, and you don't really feel anxious. So 10 to 20 minutes later, I just start to feel clear and light and faster. It's remarkably effective for writing. I'm a blogger. I do a lot of blogging on the Live Cortex blog and elsewhere. And it's remarkably effective for that. It's great for verbal recall because everything works faster. It's great for being able to sit in the myriad of multitude of curveballs you might get thrown at you in the course of a business day or a regular day or a work day or something, and be able to react to those things faster. It makes your brain work faster in those regards. It lasts longer, it seems to me, than caffeine. At least the noticeable effects. It's a little more subtle, like I said, but 6 to 8 hours later, my brain still works faster, and I notice it. I'll take it in the morning to go do my thing, run one of my companies, come back. It'll be 6 p.m. after I ate dinner, and then I'll go to write a blog post, and I don't have to take Cortex or any of the nootropics. I just know that my brain is still working good, and I can tell that it's working good. So it lasts quite a long time. I don't know if I mentioned this. You can get it from Powder City. No fill, but that's probably the easiest place to get it if you're in the U.S. Otherwise, maybe Amazon in your country you could probably buy it from and get the bulk powder of it. It cost me $5 for 10 grams at Powder City, and now my dose is an even 200 milligrams if I'm going to do it orally, or 100 milligrams if I'm going to do it sublingually. What else? I actually think that theobromine is a nootropic because it not only increases my alertness and my mental energy, but functional areas of my brain, like I talk about the difference between just stimulants and things that actually improve functional areas of your brain, like working memory and verbal efficacy. Those things get improved in my brain. I can hold a little bit more information in my brain. I definitely feel my verbal fluency increase and my ability to synthesize thoughts and sentences and whole compound ideas onto my keyboard when writing a blog post or writing an essay or writing something, writing stuff out for the Cortex podcast is a lot easier. So I would hands down call Theobromine a nootropic. If you're looking for something that is an alternative to caffeine, and you're cycling off of coffee and you're just trying to find something new to try and you're interested in trying new nootropics, give Theobromine a try. It's pretty remarkable. It's unlike caffeine in that it doesn't really create an anxiety response. The effect is very clear, and the stimulation is very pleasant. It's probably not a nootropic that I would take every day, and not because of anything negative, but just because I like to try different nootropics. I like to cycle off of things constantly. I'll take something for 3-4 days, cycle off. Take something for 3-4 days. And nowadays, I'm realizing with every nootropic, you should cycle off more. We suggest cycling with Cortex. I think you should cycle with modafinil. I think you should cycle with all the other pre-made stacks, Siltep, True Brain, Alpha Brain, all the rest of it. Basically everything I think should be cycled, even caffeine. I just think, again, as we've talked about before, maybe you could just sort of cycle between stacks. If you need to take nootropics every day to get that extra brain boost based on a variety of things that might underlie your brain physiology, then just sort of cycle between stacks. If you have not tried the Cortex Nootropic stack, we built a stack with uridine monophosphate and CDP choline. It's also got artichoke extract and Bacopa monnieri in it. I didn't mention this, but artichoke extract helps the brain to create more CAMP, cyclic adenosine monophosphate. It's a PDE4 inhibitor, and that's what makes it create more CAMP. And so is Theobromine. It's a PDE4 inhibitor, and so it creates more CAMP in your brain, and so that's another reason to get some Theobromine. But Cortex, so far we've launched this, it's been about 5-6 months since Cortex has been out, and now on the roster of people that regularly buy Cortex are everybody from Wall Street personnel, entrepreneurs, Silicon Valley entrepreneurs, regular workers, corporate ladder climbers, fitness people, anybody else that wants to be productive. It is a remarkably effective stack for getting the brain to focus, for giving your brain a lot of energy, and allowing you to crank out a ton of work. So snag a bottle of Cortex at the website at livecortex.com. Enter the coupon code STARTUPS and you can get $5 off. And hey, go out there and get yourself some Theobromine. Thanks for watching.